Hopefully I don't have any issues this time. I hate when I have issues. It's just waste of time. Looks like it's working. All right. Very good. Go ahead and do that. Double check. Whoa, that was loud. Okay. What did I just do? Why is this all of a sudden bigger? Okay, I see. Hello, Charlie, Dark Pie, Infinite. Oh, you're on another trip? No headphones. Oh dear. That's kind of an oopsie thing to forget, I guess. I just keep my headphones in a little like Altoids men's container, and then I just put them in my pocket, and then I have them, and it's pretty good solution. Just woke up. Oh my gosh, you woke up at stinking 3 in the afternoon. That's okay. I guess I've done worse, or I've not done worse, but I've done almost that bad. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. You're excused. You think my mic might be loud? It's turned down, but let me just double check that. It should just be turned down. Because I remember a couple streams ago, I think when I had missed the boss, we were making sure the volume wasn't too loud, and I'm pretty sure we checked that out, but tell me if I'm wrong. If it needs fixed some more, let me know. I turned it down even further yet. Hello, Fernando. Tips to calm sore throat. I don't get sick that often. When I have a sore throat, I try to remember the last time I had a sore throat, which was years ago. Okay, enjoy your sleep. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, wait, you can't hear me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could tell you about remedying a sore throat beyond what Google could probably already tell you anyways. Hot tea. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Google is gonna tell you a lot more than anything I could remember. Honey tea, hot tea with honey. Real honey, not fake honey. Real tea with honey and lemon, even better yet. Real honey, real lemon, real tea. Oh, that's at least tolerable then, perhaps. Oh, well, definitely enjoy your family time, see, Richie. Don't let me intervene on that. That's very important. I don't really care particularly much for SMG4, I'm afraid. That's what I was telling you the other day. It's kind of cringy to me. I've seen a couple old ones, but they just got worse and worse and worse the more recent ones I saw. So I'm like, not worth it. They're just dumb. I'm sorry. They're just not anything I'm particularly interested in. Anyways. That's very loud. Interesting. Oh. There's the beginning. Good. Okay. Well, there's pros and cons to everything in biology. Any given good feature is going to have a bad side to it. So, for example, someone who has a very, very, very strong immune system might find one day that the immune system begins to slowly attack itself, which is a problem. There's everything has a pro and a con. And nature, or rather, I should say, biology and evolution is all about pros and cons, costs and benefits. At the end of the day, is what it really comes down to. So there's always drawbacks to everything, pretty much. There's no true win-win. Hello, Blues. Well, you can't really control how you breathe when you sleep, though. It's kind of not something you do consciously. Okay. .88. It's okay. I can read most of your 2's Spanish and understand it. There's just a lot of other people aren't going to understand it, so whatever. I mean, yeah, it would be nice if he could use English as best he can for the stream, because that's what I'm speaking in natively in the stream, and that's what most other people are going to understand. I mean, it would just be kind of funny if we had 2 subsets of the stream speaking one language and another subset speaking another one, and the other 2, and the 2 subsets aren't. Oh, hello, Flo. I'm just kind of getting started. And the other 2 subsets aren't really like interacting with each other. Then it's like, okay, what is this anyways? But I don't know. I can read Spanish a lot better than I can speak. I mean, I guess that's anything though. Reading it's always the easiest, and probably speaking is probably the hardest. Reading it and hearing it is a little easier than speaking it or writing it. I guess because I can kind of read it at my own rate. Right, exactly. Yeah, so I agree, definitely. It would be better to keep English the primary language that we use in the chat. I mean, I have him on Discord, and sometimes we chat in Spanish, or sometimes we chat in English, but that's probably what he's thinking, and that's fine. But a hot shower could help, potentially. You never know. Let's see. Oh, I forget where I was. Or rather, I remember where I was. I don't like these anime requests, but I take them anyways. As long as they don't become too too many. They'll be fine. I just really don't like them. I really wish anime was not a thing, and animated soundtracks were not a thing, but oh well. Is a cold shower helpful for this kind of thing? Honestly, I'm a biologist, not a doctor, so don't think I know everything about this kind of stuff, because I'm not. I don't. I have a very big picture understanding rather than a very narrow understanding of a specific thing, which is, of course, diseases and disorders of the human body. I mean, I know general understanding of pretty much any topic that has to do with living things, but I'm not going to have any kind of specific understanding you're probably looking for. Anyways, yeah. Definitely not a fan of this anime requests. Yeah, that's not right. Makes you hyper. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been 2 weeks. I mean, just crazy busy life. Wish it could be simplified, but for the time being, it's what it is. There's only really one way I could simplify it at least a little bit, but that can't happen right now. Yeah, Kira's hot. I would think that hot would be preferable, but I guess that's not for everybody. Oh, okay, that's not too far off what I had. 9 3/8. Oops, that's definitely not what I meant to do. That's also not what I meant to do. And I mean hot. Well, different people are going to have different resistances to heat or cold. It varies slightly among the population. Nah, you can't handle boiling point, I'm sorry. It's just, you can't. Unless you're joking. Well, what kind of, like, soap or stuff are you using? Because that's where all the skin dryness and rash comes from, is the soap you use. If I'm using a gentle soap, or if I'm just using, like, light soap, I don't have that problem at all. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm a little bit of a biology person, and I kind of know that boiling point would kill you, so don't try to pull that on me. I know better. For the Saints. Okay, I'm gonna have to extend this other track. I mean, I put up with, well, I don't put up with, but like, I'm okay with dark buys for, one, the reason that they usually turn out to be pretty good in the end, and two, their dark buy usually donates to prioritize their quests, so I'm kind of not really gonna have an issue with it, especially from that end of things. You can get me to bend some of my own rules for donation, and yeah, that sounds a little bit corrupt, but if that were with anything that involves morality, that would be quite corrupt, but this is just little things I set up to keep the channel flowing well, and I can put up with a little bit of not flowing well for a little bit of donation, so yeah, yours usually fit together pretty good, so I don't really have any complaints on that end anyways. Well, this is kind of a janky way of extending it, but we'll see if it works or not. When was the last time I used the word janky anyways? I don't use that word that often. That's a fun word though. Janky. Alright. That's what it is there. Well, all in all, this turned out fine, but usually they give me a little more trouble than that, but I guess it didn't this time, so that's fine. It worked out really nicely because the BPM analyzer was actually correct. And that's always nice when it's correct. Not that I can't measure it manually, of course. That's definitely something that can happen. Wait a second. Wait, what? What is going on here? You think between one title being called Sonic, the other one calling Stardust, you would think this was like a Sonic the Hedgehog mix, but it's not. You know, Stardust Speedway, the whole... What's the main one? Yeah, this one. So because of that, you'd think this was a Sonic mix, but it's not. Just an interesting observation. Anyways, go and get this one finished up. Minecraft story mode for free? Really? They turned the Minecraft story mode into a movie or something? What was this a mix-up again? Oh, it was JoJo. Okay. Why is that even a thing? Okay, anyways. That one's done. Maybe I'll probably have to toy with the pitch later, but I can't really do that on stream because I don't really know how to do it. So. Would Netflix interactive games count as video game music? Well, I count movie and like TV show and like anime soundtrack as soundtrack. So as long as there's not any copyright issues, potentially I would take it. And if you're doing anything other than video game music, it is of course subject to my discretion, even on a case-per-case basis. So just keep that in mind. Copyright is obviously a very heavy influencer in what I will or will not allow. Anyway, this is the next one. Tikimon Terror. Pretty straightforward. Wait a second. Did I really forget to pull Tikimon? How could I have forgotten to pull Tikimon? No, that's easy enough to pull, so I've pulled it on many occasions. Tikimon Terror, or maybe Totem God Terror, whichever one you would want, or whichever one sounds better. I mean. Oh, this could be like my Totem God Factory mix. It was like one of my first mixes of all time. It was a Tikimon Time Splitter's like horror styled mashup. Tikimon Terror sounds better. Anyone else think the same, or does anyone else think that Totem God Terror sounds better? Well, that depends on if a song is even usable. Because so far, I'm a minute into the song, and there still isn't any usable portion yet. If anything's going to be usable, it's going to be this part on, basically. No other part so far is usable. So, we'll see. This is maybe usable. This might be usable too. We'll have to see. Yeah, these orchestra pieces are no bueno for mixing. They just aren't. There's just whole portions that are just unusable. Hello, Ruben. Yeah, no, they really don't. They're almost always going to be scrapped. right now I'm working on salvaging potentially useful portions of the song and cutting literally out every part that I know for a fact is just going to be unusable without even trying. That's pretty much what I'm doing at this point. Yeah, I could send links. So, like, the links are configured in this section right here. Pay no mind to this box. This is my blocked words box. It's all the bad words. It's very, very, very long. Anyways, blocked links. Look, it's unchecked. I did not check this box. This box is unchecked, okay? So, why are they blocking links when I have the blocked links box unchecked? I don't know. It should allow links. There's literally no way I can unconfigure that. There's nothing I can do about it. I literally unchecked allow links. So wait, oh, it's working. It is working. Or maybe only mods can do it. I don't know. Basically, the regular people and people I feel are trustworthy I mod. And it's not like a I'm just gonna give it out kind of thing. But I don't know. So if someone's not a mod, can they send links? Because like I seriously have unchecked the box, so there's no reason it should be blocking. No, there's nowhere that says allow links. It just says when it says, and I showed you on screen, it says block links. And, oh, you, moderators, and approved users can post links. Oh, okay, so you don't have to be modded then. I can just approve the user. How can I literally went onto I literally Googled bad word master list and just copy and pasted it. I copy and pasted several of them. I used a word frequency counter to find duplicates and remove them. So after doing that from 3 or 4 master lists, I made a giant master list of bad words, and then I painfully read through every single one of them to find things that weren't really bad words, because there were many of them in there that were not actually bad. Because it was false flagging things that weren't actually bad. Yeah, no, I literally Googled bad word master list, and then I got several of them, and then I just put them all together. So it was like pretty easy. Anyways, let me see if I can figure out how to like approve everybody, so that way links can be used. I don't know if it's like a manual thing. Oh, okay. You have to comment on a video, and then I can approve, and then I can approve your comments from there. So that way you could use links. But if you haven't commented on the video recently, I can't approve you. So Dark Pie, I just approved you. Ruben, I just approved you. Ron, I just approved you. Brandon, I could probably approve you if I find a comment of yours recently. I'm having a hard time finding a comment of yours. Interesting. Anyway, so if you're a mod or you're approved, you should be fine to post links. If you've commented on any videos recently and you are not a mod, I just approved you, so there you go, I guess. Anyways, let's see if I can salvage anything from this this mix idea. Yeah, that first portion's still not going to be usable. Okay, first song has been manually measured out to be 90 BPM. So 90 BPM should work for the sake of the first song. True criticism is always better. It's always better to hurt somebody with truth than to make someone feel good with a lie, you know? Constructive criticism tells you the truth, whether it's good or bad. Because you aren't going to gain anything from false criticism because it's trying to make you feel better by giving you a false sense of what it actually is. Whereas telling you the truth that may hurt is actually going to lead to tangible improvement. So, yeah. That's why when lots of you guys have picked up mixing, and I tell you straight up when there's something that's not right, because me telling you that it's perfectly fine and it's not isn't going to help you and your skills get better. So, yep. Neptunia, is that what you're talking about? I'm manually measuring Tikimon. I have a feeling that Mixmaster BPM is not doing so good right now. Okay, it's supposed to say it's 112.5. Oh, that's not doing too bad. That was pretty close, anyways. You should be approved to send links, yeah. Yeah, you should be approved to send a link here, yeah. $90 versus 112.5 divided by 90 minus 1 times 100. Oh, I thought that's what was happening. That's certainly interesting. I suspected that's what was happening when I saw the beats lining up. They're really a common denominator of 12 matters apart, so that would make sense, being a 4-beat song, that would happen, but I'd rather make it correct. Yeah, this could work. Does the mix need to exist? Probably not, but I think it could work. I think I could maybe get this working, at least the pieces that I salvaged, after I just straight up got rid of all the pieces that wouldn't work. Why did that get strung? Oh, yeah, when you literally need a thumbnail to upload something, otherwise it's just a black box. And who wants to see a black box, right? Interesting. This is tricky. Yeah, I approved you to post links in the chat, so I'm not sure why we're having issues with that. This is so tricky. You know, I might as well just... I mean, I don't just want to just get rid of it, but it's like even the parts that I thought would be workable are just proving themselves not to be. This is just an odd combination. No, I got this working now. I didn't at first, but I believe I have a working concept on how these two can go together. The key was not to use BPM at all, because of the... Yeah, I go ahead and just post links, I don't care. As long as you're not, like, spamming things, like, hey, I got this thing I want to share with everybody else in the chat, can I post a link? Yes, you can. Yeah, if you're all, you were all strangers at a point in time, but you've just all been regular attenders of the channel to the point where I'm used to seeing your names around, and so I don't have a problem. If you want to post something every now and then, as long as it's not like, you know, spamming, that's the only qualifier there. Are you... yeah, if you want me to make a Drawn to Life remix, I can do that. You just have to request it, that's all. Links in the description, Google Forms. Fill it out, and you could honestly put any video game soundtrack you want in there. That includes Drawn to Life, so be my guest. Be my guest. You definitely can request Drawn to Life. I am so far behind. I literally have not been working on extension requests at all. Yeah, people like to just like spam, just like comment them, and like it's not how I do things. I do things the way I do things for a reason. Well, then make a request for it. Links in the description. Anyways, yeah, I'm honestly not even like working on extension requests. I keep forgetting to. Honestly, it's like the crazy thing is they don't even take that much time or work or effort at all. I just never remember to do them, and yeah, that's the main problem is I never remember to do them. I just posted a link though, but that's the link that's in the description. So it's really all there is to it. You just pick your 2 songs, put them in there. Give me any alternate titles that exist. Give me a link to it so I can verify the correct song. Tell me the game is from, and that's pretty much it. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, the worry is that I will lose it if you don't do it if you do it in the comments. Back when I did do it by comments, I would lose requests. I just straight up would lose them, and I don't want to lose your request. So that's one of the benefits of the Google form is I could just, it's like a file of every single request I have. I can just look into it like, oh, okay, there's your request, got it. I'm not going to lose it that way. Yeah, and another benefit is, you know, I can guarantee that you're going to post me a link that I can use to verify I have the correct song. Because sometimes people would just say this. Sometimes people would just leave you 2 song names, and it's like, okay, that literally tells me nothing. What game are they from? And I don't even know what they sound like. So like, it guarantees me I'm going to get the game is from. It guarantees me I'm going to get to a link to it to know what it sounds like. If the link itself doesn't contain this file itself, which is nice. It feels professional, yeah. It is more professional. Well, then again, I started taking requests when YouTube was kind of a YouTube wasn't kind of a funny place when I started taking requests. In that the comment system was not that good back then. Whereas now I think they've refined it a little bit to where it's a little better. But I still, it's just so much easier. It's just easier on me, in every sense of the word, to have a Google form. There's just so much better than everything. Do I accept artist songs? Case per case basis. If they're instrumental, again, case per case basis, depends on copyright and all that good stuff. Any song that's not a video game soundtrack music, it's case per case basis. Yeah, I know sometimes it will just not notify you of things, which is why I would lose them. And that's not particularly helpful if I'm trying to get requests. Whereas, anytime I get a request to my Google form, it sends an email to my phone, and I have it right there. That very moment, I know that I got one. Tikimon and Terror from Bloodborne, I believe. Right? Yeah, that's it. And it's in the done section of. Oh no. Not another anime request. I hate these. Yeah, honestly, I would prefer that the channel was literally just video game music, but I'll tolerate other things as long as they're not becoming predominant, and they will be subject to my case-per-case discretion, so know that as well, and copyright will be a major influencer. Now, that being said, I did just upload an artist song mashup that has the most strictest copyright policy of all. I just, between you and me, did some funny business to make it not get detected by the algorithm, but that's besides the point. I didn't know that it would be possible, but I thoroughly juked it, so it's possible. It's possible to do that. I just would have to know ahead of time, and I'd have to do a case per case basis. It's still a case per case basis. I have to decide whether or not I want to do it or not. Will I take artist songs? Will I take anime soundtrack? Will I take TV soundtrack? Will I take movie soundtrack? Yes, 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 yes. It's just based on a case per case basis every time. I have a very high sense of what might be offensive in terms of lyrics. So if there's like offensive lyrics, I'm either gonna not take it at all, or I'm gonna have to take an instrumental for it. I don't want this channel, at least the mashups, to be anything more than like PG. And even then, it's probably pushing it for mashups. Whereas like if I'm streaming something like Dead Space, I'm fine with like Odyssey, whatever. But I'm warning the viewer ahead of time that that's what it is. But anything with like crude or offensive lyrics is gonna not be viewed very highly by me. So that's just something to know about artist songs. Hopefully that answers the question, Fake. Anyways, not another crappy anime. I'm sorry. I don't view anime requests very highly. I just really wish they didn't exist. I'll take them, but not a fan. Crash Bloodborne mix. I think it's the first time I worked with Bloodborne too. Of course, it wasn't a very pleasurable experience due to the orchestral nature of the track made it very difficult to mix. Moo? What do you mean moo? Yawning. Moo. Tiki Monter. Yep, certainly welcome. Yeah, you can request anything. Just understand that it's going to be, yeah, any lyrics have F-bombs in it, like even one of them is just going to say, nope, I'm not doing it. I won't do it. If you want to give me an instrumental of said song, I'll do it. I'm not going to take it if it has lyrics and its lyrics are offensive like that. Just know that right off the bat, that if you have a song you want to request and has offensive lyrics in it, and it's not an instrumental you want, I'm not going to take it. Just flat out not going to take it. So that's something to know. It is completely unnecessary. It absolutely is unnecessary. It doesn't add anything to the song at all. Yeah, they are trash. They're garbage. I don't want anything to do with them. That's why I have so strict policies with what I want to take, because modern music has been garbage for a long time. It's just literally, auditory vomit or diarrhea, whichever word you want to use. And I'd rather just not hear it. Auditory diarrhea, yeah. That's something I said. Anyway, that request is done. On our next one, and it's another anime request, because, gee whiz, I don't have enough of those. If, like I said, if they get become too common, I'm going to say they have to become less common. There's a couple people who do it, but as long as it doesn't become more than just like a couple people, it's fine. Darker, darker, Pillar Men theme. Oh. That darker and darker and yet darker. There's multiple versions of it. It is a fan song after all. It's just a rather interesting one that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but that's fine. Hmm?
Your car key.
Why?
Move the car out of the way again.
Oh, okay.
So I can take it for a ride.
No, don't do that. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't spell crap without rap. I'm sorry, I just really don't like it. They're so offensive. Honestly, the rap music I've heard is honestly the most sexist, racist crap I've ever heard, and I'm not a fan of it. Worst kinds, even though they don't have any profanity, it just. Well, yeah, the problem for me is that they literally are so it's just like I always hear it. These stinking rap songs are just racist, sexist filth, and I'm so not a fan of it. Anyways, if you want to request to me the instrumental track of a rap song, that's fine. If the rap song is not offensive and I can, you know, if it has low copyright issues and not offensive, and or if I can perhaps wiggle my way around it, and I will only wiggle my way around it if I actually think it's going to be a good idea. Otherwise, if it's not, I don't think so, I'm not convinced that the artist song is going to be a good idea. The artist song with video game music is going to be a good idea. If I'm not convinced of the idea, then I'm just not going to waste the time and effort to do it. But if I'm convinced it'll be a good idea, like the one I just uploaded was a great idea, I think. You know, then I'll do the effort it takes to get around the copyright issues. But I certainly don't want it to become the predominant thing. That's for sure. Yeah, you can't spell crap without rap. It's a joke, because obviously there's rap I do listen to, but most of it's just racist, sexist filth. At least what I've heard, anyways. Okay. That's interesting. Look at YouTube blocking your comment that said lol. Like, okay, YouTube, why? Unless it was on my bad word master list, but I don't think it was. What do you mean? What do you mean, Rave? What do you mean it's been disconnected? Oh, okay. Interesting. Move the intro to the back of the song. Yeah, no, that's what it did. It literally just blocked Darkfly's comment that said lol, and I approved it because it's like, okay, why? Omega lol. Orchestra is not great to work with, just as a general policy, because there's no beat or tempo that I could follow. So it makes it difficult. If you want to have orchestra music, that's fine. Just know that I maybe didn't put a lot of effort into it because there's no effort I can put into it. You just like, you know, if it has no beat or tempo, how am I supposed to sync it up, you know? So it's like, if you're going to request that, then you have to understand it's not necessarily going to be synced. I'm going to do my best, but it's not guaranteed to be synced. Just because there's no way to sync a tempo-less, beatless song. I know, I'm very far behind. I don't ever remember to do them. I just don't remember to do them. They're there, they just kind of sit there, and yeah, life's very busy, I have very little time, and I always forget, so. Yeah. You know, I should flesh this out a little better in the channel policies fake. I don't know if I have or not. Yeah, I pretty much explain all of this in my channel policies on my Mashup Hub. Yeah, all this is explained. Literally, the policy about artist music and how it's okay if I approve of it, and if I choose not to do it, then I won't do it. Like, that's all in there. Did I make the point about the orchestral music? Oh no, I didn't. I could stand to put it like literally on my Mashup Hub. I have a section called Channel Policies, right? So you click on Channel Policies. Here's the channel policies. This is literally all the policies. And the whole thing about the case-per-case basis, that's all explained. Yeah, non-video game music section is right here. I explained about the copyright issue, but I can kind of get around that if I wanted to. But I have to be convinced that it's like, you have to be certain your idea is brilliant and really good. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. And it has to be able to if it's like offensive stuff in it, it has to be the instrumental version. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I do mixes, not remixes. Remixes implies reconstructing the entire song in another program with different instruments or sounds, right? Remixes and mixes / mashups are not the same thing. They're not. I mean, I could sample things in making mixes. That's very doable. But if I wanted to actually compose remixes. Oh, okay. You read those. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to put something in there about orchestral music. Orchestral music. I need to flesh this out. Now, if I am convinced, I'll add this in. If I'm convinced it is going to be a good idea, I will make the effort to get around the content ID system on YouTube. But if the idea does not seem good, then I would just rather not take it. Take it and do the effort. Distasteful or offensive. So if the song has distasteful or offensive, what was that? Watchdog Master 2 has followed. What does that mean? Is this like a subscriber? That's a subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay, just to be sure, he only does mashups. Remixes are not. Well, I just don't know how to do remixes. I would be open and learning, of course. I'd like to learn how to do it. Like what Mr. Boss 7 does, I'd love to be able to do that. It would just require some time and commitment to learn it, Oh, Twitch. Yeah, because I still have a Twitch I don't really use. Yeah, 2-song or more combination. Remix is it's like a remaking of an original song, of just one song though usually. But you can certainly make a mashup style remix though, certainly. What would my first remix be? I have no idea, honestly. I'd like to make my Undertroid series via remix, like the way Mr. Boss 7 does Bandit Tail or Undercloud. I'd like to be able to do that. Because I was finding that just the mashups were just not kind of cutting it for kind of what I wanted to do. Must be an instrumental. Let's see, orchestral music due to a lack of a beat. Oh, it means add orchestral and ambient, or rather say ambience music. Due to a lack of beat or tempo, is impossible to sync. If you request this kind of mashup, just understand that A, it may not be synced correctly or at all. And yeah, just understand that, yeah, it may not be synced correctly or at all, and that there really is no right or wrong way of mixing these. Okay, orchestral music's been fleshed out. I fleshed out the some YouTube celebrities use Twitch for gaming purposes. Oh, I see. If you were to, yeah, Metroid for sure. Undertroid would be the idea. I'd like to be able to make my Undertroid series actually a thing, and do it via remix. Would be kind of what I wanted to do at first. Yeah, you're welcome. I just got an email about your request. It'll be put on the list at some point today, and you will be given a first-time requester priority, so you just know that you get the little gift from me as a first-time request. Okay, yeah, the next chapter, Wolfray theme with Dark Star. Okay, I think I could do that. Yeah, I think I could do that. That shouldn't be a problem. That should not be an issue. Should not be an issue. Should be able to do that just fine. I used Dark Star once before, and I've used Drawn to Life Wilfred's theme on several occasions. I'm familiar with both themes. I should be able to work it out just fine. Anyways, mashups. Let's do some mashups. So I was talking about copyright policies for so much, or rather, mashup policies for so much. I think it's time to actually start working on something. Okay. 1.41. That's what I thought. Yep, it's about 2 1/3, or 2.67 if you know your decdifrac or decimal diffraction. Wolfray and Dark Nebula, nice. Oh, we got a problem. Whoops, no we don't. I'm just gonna do 2-to-1 syncing ratio. It'll be fine. Two to 1 is often a solution to try to avoid a very high tempo disparity. And 2-to-1 is a fine ratio too. Like 2-to-3 or like 3-to-4 is not very good, but 2-to-1 is just fine. Those are usually not a problem. Detecting desyncs. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Plus the other song is too loud. Gotta fix that. Still not fixing the tempo. I'll try 6. Too much. 5.9. Still too much. 5.85. That should be good. Okay. actually isn't bad. This is actually a really good idea. I'm sorry, but sometimes these anime ones do turn out good. So I'm not bashing all of them. Just often they don't turn out like something I like wanted to be, but this one's actually not bad. As you can clearly tell, it is definitely a good idea. Yeah, it is a remix of, it just, yeah, I mean, that's what a remix does. A good remix will, you could tell, I mean, I could tell it's still the same song, then, like, but still, it's like, it's just different enough that you can tell that it's like something of its own right, but it's also, you know, you can tell it's still the same song. That's what a good remix will do. If this doesn't give you music million views, I don't know what will. You would think that some of my best work goes unrecognized, and my most mediocre work gets the most views. So it's like, I don't know what to say. I mean, this is really good. Interesting. Well, that's just repeating the same measure 4 times. So honestly, 1 time will do it. I'll just buff that out a little bit. Fade that out. Good. This is very good mashup. Very good idea. See, I can't bash like all anime requests, obviously, because sometimes they turn out good, but sometimes I just don't like them. It entirely depends. It's just, there's no way to really know what will happen. I'm sorry. It's just too funny. It's just too funny. On the moon. No. Oh my gosh. It's just too funny. Yeah, I'd like to, how do you like that, Obama, huh? Yeah. I peed on the moon, you idiot. No. If this were a Dead Space stream, I would totally just say, let's just put that on the screen and I'll show it to everyone, but the, I have so many alternative accounts. Yeah, no, if this was like a rated M stream, I'd totally just say, okay, let's just bring it up now and I'll put it up for everyone to see, but I like to keep the mashup streams rated G because, you know, it's the general audience principle of the couple law. My mashup stuff falls under general audience. It has to follow the principles of general audience. It's not, I don't want it to be made for kids, you know? It is a general audience thing. The animation is better. There's an animated version. Oh, I see. Yeah, so when you said Eggman has an announcement, is that what you were talking about? Were you talking about that? Awaken. What can I call this mashup? Did they give me a title suggestion? I'll just, whoa. Darker Pillar Men. I'm going to slightly modify the suggestion. Do it, put it, I dare you, do what? Oh dear. Anyways, how about I'll just send a link to it, I guess.
Hey, Sonic.
Hey, baby.
Oh my god.
You can't be talking to Sonic anymore.
Here.
Not talking to Sonic.
You're not my dad. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Oh, I realized I don't need to be playing this right now.
Stop calling Sonic on our evil phone line.
So, thanks for...
Okay, yeah, there's the link. That's what it is. That one. I don't know which one you're talking about. Well, that's what the one of them is. I thought that was the original. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, a lot of bad words, content warning. Okay. Maybe... maybe I want to watch that later, and not right now, on stream. Yeah. No, it doesn't sound appropriate, and I want to try to keep the stream G rated if I can. I mean, I can like link to it right now, but I don't want to like air it anyways. I know we have an announcement to make, but right. Anyways, this was a good idea. I liked it. I'm glad it got requested. Darker Pillar Men. Very good, very good. Good idea. What is re? Undertale, JoJo Mix. Ah, that's a combination that I never thought I would see. Okay. Why would I play his announcement? I mean, I could, I'd rather not. I'd so rather not. I'd so much rather not. Whoa. Anyways, here's the next one. Let's see how this goes. If I play that video, I'd have to have some kind of disclaimer in this stream that I did play a R-rated video for like a minute or two. Okay, so if I do this, what someone's gonna have to do, and you have to promise me you're gonna do this, is as soon as the live stream is done, you know, it turns off of a live stream and turns onto an actual video, right? So it turns onto an actual video that you can comment on. So as soon as the live stream is done, someone has to comment on the video to remind me to make a disclaimer that I did play a one R-rated video. And if somebody does this, I'll play it. But someone has to do that. Someone has to do it. Okay? Because once the live stream is up, the live stream becomes a video that you can watch over and over again. That's just what it does. It archives it, and you can watch it as a normal video. As soon as the live stream is up, and it turns into a video, and it's no longer a live stream. So as in you're able to like comment on it, not in real time, but as like a normal comment, someone has to remind me to make this disclaimer, okay? If one or two, or even three of you could remember to do that, then I'll play it, okay? I need a couple people who will say, no, I see, no, it's fine. If I play it, I just have to make a disclaimer that I played it. And at the point that I played it would be hour 35 and 16. Yeah, so just make the reminder, okay? You have to do this. You have to put it in the video, in the comments, and say disclaimer at 1:35:40 or 1:35:40 I played this video, so that way if someone needs to skip it, they can. Okay.
I'm going to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. You pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog, took his bully dick out, and he pissed on my fucking wife, and he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like two balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. My laser piss! Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon! How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot! You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
Okay, it's like a animated version of the exact same thing, except instead of like the Adventure 2 cutscene, it's like animated. Okay. Okay. Just had dinner. Oh, okay. Well, we'll be back. Bye. Okay. Don't ask what just happened. Yeah, that was a very bad time to come. 1:35, 40 seconds. Remind me once the video's up. I have to make the disclaimer. Okay? Okay. Good. Next up request. Hope it was worth it. Maybe give it a peer pressure. Let's see here. Berserker. It's called Yakuza. What's the track called? I got this track. That's no problem. Yeah, that. So just say 135 played video, comment that to remind me so I can make the disclaimer. And that way anybody who's intending to watch the stream is rated G, because that's what I intend the stream to be. That way they know, don't watch that part because you made me peer pressure into watching that on stream. Anyways, Yakuza 0, Twin Dragons, 2 Dragons versus KG 2. Oh, it's just called 2 Dragons. Okay. 2 Dragons and the Berserker Lord or Berserker Knight. Awake. Yeah. Okay, wasn't it for kids? You have to make a disclaimer for it. Yeah, hey, that works just fine. That right there is fine. Whoa. Okay. Wonderful. Eggman an announcement. Okie doke. 2.82. I'm gonna say about 2.61. Creeper, oh man, what? What's that? Is that a Minecraft video or something? Okay, I see what's going on. Tempo's up too high. .5. Still too high. .7, that's about right. Need to issue a slight correction on the tempo. 7.05, maybe we'll do it. Maybe 7.1. That's too much. 7.08. Does that look right? No, it doesn't. 7.07. Okay. I prefer that kind of language were not used in the video. Yes. Wait a second. Wait a second. What is that? I saw something about Mr. Krabs. It said something like that. Not that it's appropriate or anything, but something about Mr. Krabs. It was like a mashup, actually. It was a mashup, and it said something like that in Mr. Krabs. And it was a mashup, and I could play the music, I guess. Maybe. I guess we'll see. It was Mr. Krabs from the robot episode. Let me see if I can find it.
Super Mario.
Okay, not that.
Real life.
See, it's like Mr. Krabs, but it says something like that. It's like that Mr. It's like that Mr. Krabs robot thing. Yeah, I'll just.
Super Mario. Real life.
This is what it is. See, it's like a mashup, so it's like interesting, I guess. Yeah, that's what that is, anyways. It's a meme that criticizes modern music. That's what I'm saying about modern music. It's just garbage. It's just inappropriate garbage. Yeah, so that was Mr. Krabs, but it was like a mashup of something else, though. With the bee boo bop boo bop boo bop thing from the robot episode. It has nothing to do with what is named. Oh, well, I wouldn't know that. You are coming back to people sending me stuff that I shouldn't be playing, but I am. And it's happened on more than one occasion so far. Why? I don't know. The one you sent from Megamind. Megamind memes. Oofa. Yeah, Eggman had an announcement, and they wanted me to play the announcement, so I'm gonna have to make a disclaimer in the video about that announcement. Yeah, it turned out good. It turned out very good. I just needed to turn down this one part because it was kind of loud, and it was overpowering Berserker Knight a little bit. So let me just go ahead and turn that down. Maybe just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Oh, not that much. You know what? Maybe that was fine to turn that down that much. Still kind of hard to hear that part. That should be good. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave it the way it was, and I'll turn the whole thing down a little bit. That might be better. Okay, that will pretty much do it for that mashup. It's in a good place. I'll just fade that out, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. Okay. Oh yeah, the Ridley. Yep. Yeah, that Metroid is supposed to be like kind of scary because like in that one, Samus is kind of like weaker than she normally is. At least at first, she was in a very vulnerable state. So it's like supposed to be like there's stuff like it's actually a lot more powerful than you. Whereas in other Metroid games, like you're just like an OP powerful like space bounty hunter, but in this one you're kind of in like a weaker form. So it's supposed to be like preying upon that sense of dread and fear, really. It's interesting game. I still like to see a Dead Space Metroid crossover though. Really get the horror Metroid thing going, but that'll probably never happen, of course. Well, of course, the fan makes it, and then Nintendo shuts it down on the day it releases. Daisy Ridley boss fight. What? Because Daisy and Ridley were announced for the same day on Smash, or because Daisy Ridley is an actor? Well, yeah, or even a Halo Metroid Dead Space crossover would be something. Just like the Ing and the Flood and the Necromorphs are, for some reason, we're going to use convenient dimensional technology or like quantum crap to conveniently explain away the Ing, the Flood, and the Necromorphs are existing in the same universe, and like it's kind of like a four-way thing where the humans are obviously trying to fight the parasites, but the parasites will also fight each other. But it's clear that like the three parasite species are fighting to like destroy the humans, and but they're fighting. They're not teaming. They're just like fighting each other. So you see like dark necromorphs and like flood morphs and dark flood morphs and crazy crap like that. And you could even throw the X parasites in there for fun to really make it kind of crazy. Something like that. Just see like crossover enemies, like dark versions of the necromorphs and dark versions of different floods, and necromorph floods and flooded necromorphs and dark flood morphs. And 343i step up their game. I don't think we're ever gonna see a horror Halo game. That would be cool though. I mean, a horror Metroid or a horror Halo, either one would be kind of cool. Still waiting on Halo Combat Evolved for Steam, unless it already came out and I didn't know it. Maybe it already came out and I didn't know it. Oh, hello, Caleb. Yeah, Metroid Fusion is very late in the Metroid canon. Most stuff has been accomplished by then. So it's an interesting thing, because like the whole thing is like, you know, the Metroids have been wiped out, the space pirate threat has been annihilated, the Phazon and the Dark Samus is no longer a threat, and then because of that, there's an ecological void, and so the X parasites make a comeback, and that's where That's where But Your Feeling comes in. Because Metroids were the flood, or not the floods. Metroids were the X-Parasites' natural predators, so with Metroids out of the picture, and Space Pirates no longer making Metroids, and Dark Samus and Phazon not in the picture, it's like the flood just all of a sudden, or not the flood, I'm sorry, the X just come into the scene, and yeah. Yeah, it's a fun platform shooter. Metroid. It's got, you know, all those classic elements. It's just got some of the more harder. I mean, I think the 2D ones are harder for me in general. I much more prefer the much more prefer the 3D primes. No, I have not seen the Sonic movie yet. Maybe once it comes out in like DVD or Blu-ray or something, I'll see it. I'm gonna call it the Two Berserkers. There's one track's called Two Dragons, so I'll just call it Two Berserkers. Oh, that's just the title was almost the same thing anyways. 1117. Cringe, disappointment, and disgust. Oh no. I think you still do a Halo horror in the standalone series. And just a regular Halo game still happen. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the overlap in genre there. Another game series I've been playing a whole lot is Mega Man Classics. I still haven't tried those yet. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I heard it was good for a video game movie. Of course, video game movies in general are not that good. So saying it's good for a video game movie isn't saying a lot, but that's what I heard. For a video game movie, it was good. Which is, of course, not saying a whole bunch. Silent Hill made a movie, really? I thought it was just like, wait, didn't Resident Evil also make a movie? Waiting for a Kirby movie? Detective Pikachu, oh that's right, Detective Pikachu was a video game movie. That's true. I still haven't seen it either though. Though I heard it was still kind of the same thing. Video game character in real world kind of thing, that whole motive. Oh, hello, Saints. No, if you're okay with the low quality, Brandon, I'll do it. If you're not okay with it, then I'd recommend something else. Honestly, your original request you replaced probably would have been better. At least I had a quality track for both of them. Totally up to you, though. I'll do it. It's just low quality. Resident Evil had many movies. Oh. It stinks from what I heard. Yeah, up to you, Brandon. If you're okay with the low quality track, I'll proceed on with it. If you're not okay with it, then I won't. You just say the word. I'll do whatever it is you want to do. They tend to do that. Yeah, I heard that that's a thing they do, yes. That happens from time to time. Two Berserkers. This is Metroid Yakuza mix. Isn't there a Metroid character called Yakuza anyways? Yeah, there is! That's hilarious! This boss? Oh wait, I can't show that because Azazel's playing Fusion, and that boss happens later. Bioshock movie would be amazing if they did it well. I am a huge Bioshock fan. Huge. Yeah, it's like the game is called Yakuza, but there's an enemy in Metroid called Yakuza too. So that's kind of an interesting overlap there. I was showing it for a second, then I realized, oh wait, I can't show that because Oz is playing Metroid Fusion. Unless you've already fought Yakuza, in which case it's okay, but... Oh my gosh, Bioshock Trilogy, oh my gosh, amazing game. An amazing game, I'm sorry, it's just so good. It's up there with like the Metroid... wait a second. It's up there with like the Metroid Prime Trilogy, and Dead Space Trilogy, and even the Dishonored Trilogy. All three of those trilogies are also just as good as that one. Bioshock, it's great. I heard they announced another Bioshock game, and I hope that was a real announcement. I'm pretty sure that was a real announcement. Everything I could tell is that it was... Yeah, it seems like everything about it is a real announcement. I hope it's real. Metroid Prime 4, Bioshock 4. I just wish we were getting Dead Space 4. RIP. Space. Or underground. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Dark Pie, space or underground. We're 2 hours, 11 minutes in the stream. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. If you think that's scary, wait till you get to Bioshock 2. There's even more interesting things in there. Oh, and if you're early on in Bioshock 1, there's still scarier things other than that. Bioshock Infinite loses some of the scary aspects of it, but there's still some scary moments in it. There's a definite scary segment in... Well, gee, Dark Pie, just gonna spoil everything. I'm just kidding. There's definitely a segment in Bioshock Infinite that is definitely high up on the horror spectrum. For sure. I'm still waiting on your verdict, Brandon. Choice is totally up to you. I mean, yeah, I guess so. What about the spider slicers? It count slicers? Did I say slicers? Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of slasher necromorph. No, the spider splicers. Have you seen them yet? That's okay. You could do that. It's just the quality is low in my opinion. I'll go ahead and scrap that. You could replace it. You could replace it effective immediately. And I'm gonna go ahead and put you in for. I'm gonna put you in for replacement request priority, which is of course priority number 1. So we'll go ahead and fill that out, and there we go. Oh, okay, nice. Well, Okay, so you saw those. Well, Master Chief and Rapture would just be overpowered, though. You have to keep in mind that Bioshock takes place, at least the first two games, in the 1950s. And Halo is, what, 23-something? 24-something? So he'd be, I mean, he can still get hurt, obviously, but for the most part, it's, I think it'd be a little laughable. It'd be like putting Samus or Doom Guy in Rapture. It's just like, there's no competition. I still haven't played any Resident Evils. I own a few of them though, but I haven't played them yet. Why don't I play them? I don't know. I'm too busy, probably. Just wasting time. I mean, even though the Bioshock society is more advanced than the rest of 1950s society, still, I don't think there's a lot of competition there. Anyway, then. Yes. What is going on up there? What's going on? Okay. I don't know what's going on upstairs. What's a racket? Sounds like something going on with the dogs. Yeah, you would think it would already have been done before, but I guess not. Nah, it's not something that drastic. What's going on up there?
There's a dog that ran out to your dad. Just trying to see if it belongs next door. She was in the house.
Oh,
So the dog was going crazy.
okay. What's the dog look like? Is it still here? He, wait, so is it still here? It's what? Is the dog still here?
I told you, he took her next door to see if it's theirs.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like a rabies tag, a license, and something else, but nothing that has her actual address on it.
Oh, okay. That's not very
And
helpful.
she got a piece of chain stuck to her that she probably put a loose from.
Oh dear.
Not like a chain, but like a chain link
Uh-huh.
that fell off of her.
I see. Okay. Well, if the dog's back, I want to see it. And that's, of course, it was theirs. Okay, so here's the story. Evidently some random dog showed up at her house. She has, like, a tag on it that says that she has a rabies shot. She has a tag on her that says that the owners have a license to own the dog. It has no tag on it that has the address or who owns it. So it's like, okay, you're going to put all these other things on the dog, but you're not going to actually put your name or address. So it's just a random dog that just showed up at her house. Just randomly, like the part of the leash was broken off, so it like escaped. And that's what the commotion was. So evidently they did the due diligence to make sure they had their dog license. They did the due diligence to make sure that the dog has its rabies shot up to date. It has 2 tags to say that it has those done, but no actual name or owner or address on it. So.
Lives across the street.
Oh, she does? They found it?
Your dad said they were outside calling for her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, sounds like they found the owner of a dog, so everything's good. That was interesting. .5 divide. What am I doing? Mission complete. Yeah, I guess so. That's what the commotion was. If you heard that through the microphone, that's what the commotion was. No, the dog didn't have rabies. The dog had a tag on it that said that the dog has had its rabies thing up to date. It's you know, it's rabies vaccine or whatever. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Wait, what just happened? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just the quality is very low. Quality is very low, and there was no copy available anywhere. So if you don't want to consider that a scrap, you don't have to consider that a scrap, because honestly, it was something beyond either of ours control, and that's just that the game was literally so obscure that there was no copy of it that was of any quality or significance. Well, that's already desynced. I see which direction it's desyncing in too. Oh, wait a second. Wait, what? Okay, it's desyncing in the other direction now. That's not good. Wait, what? This doesn't make any sense. Something very strange is going on about this. .96 to 97.5. Still desynced. Wouldn't it be ironic if in a dual mix the two songs literally don't sync? That'd be kind of crazy. Hey Nintendo. Yeah, you can make your request whatever you want, of course. They're still desyncing even further yet. I'd love to see them in it. I'd be probably difficult because they're like, you know, not a part of their IP, but you know, that didn't stop them in the past. Desyncing again. This is extremely suspicious. Why do I have to keep resyncing it? It's indicative that these could be incompatible, which is very strange for dual mix, but it happens. I know how it happens. I know musically what is going on that causes this to happen, but I hope it's not what's happening. Okay, I think I'm finally getting to the end of it, where we're finally getting to a place where the tempos, or rather the sync is gonna just kind of stop being a problem. Of course, if it's like wrong in the beginning, and I'm gonna know these are incompatible, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, loop it up again. Okay, yeah, these seem like they're incompatible, but I think I can make this work, which is very strange. Yeah, it's like the opposite of Tiki Mana Quadraxis. Star Dream phase is incompatible with everything. So I'm doing something very tricky in order to avoid the desyncs due to incompatibility. I'm being very tricky about it. Using a very interesting technique I've never done before, but I just now came up with that I think would be good. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm actually going to be able to just straight up move the... Well, I'm going to move this and that. Put it here. Very good. Well, this mashup turned out wonderfully. Even though they're kind of incompatible, which is actually very strange considering they're dual mixes. They're the same track, but for some reason they don't sync up well, so I've used a very interesting strategy to try to hide that as best as I can, and I don't think even I can hear it from the strategy I used, was I cut out all the parts that didn't sync up and left all the parts that are synced up, while still keeping the same flow and while still keeping the same flow and chronology of the normal song. So that should work just fine. Credits ending duo. Very good. 1,118. Very good. Mega Man Mix. Credits ending duo. All right. What's next? Well, this was definitely a non-traditional Zelda, in that it had a lot of more RPG elements in it than normal Zeldas do. It's a definite detraction from the normal Zelda formula. So if you're not a fan of the normal Zelda formula, this might be something you might like, especially if you like RPGs, because it's the most RPG-centric Zelda title. Anyways, Soundwave, Meteor Base Zone Act 1. Okay. That's a short song. And it's very loud. The other one's very loud. There we go. That'll make it more manageable. What is A Way Out? I've never heard of that one. Oh, I mixed this with Infinite once. I'm sure you can see where the requester got the idea from. 3. So close to the same tempo. That's unfortunate. So close. Interesting. A Way Out. Huh. Interesting. Two and 1/3. That's interesting that this is one of these, the Sonic song. Certainly peculiar. Why is it getting slower the more I increase the tempo? That really doesn't make sense. It's 2 players. But they don't need the game. Really? How is that possible? Well, that one song is certainly not long enough, so I need to extend it. Wonder if I could just get like lazy and do this. Nothing wrong with hardcore rock mashups. I've done several of them. And Equivalent 1, it was my own idea, actually. Oh, I see how the song structure works. Okay, so this should be... Yep, that's what I thought. Nope, I definitely did not loop those correctly. I'm gonna try something interesting. To find the looping point on this song, whoa, what did I just do? I'm going to actually put the same song right next to it. So that way I can find the timing for the loop point, which I've determined to be actually right here. Good. I've never used that strategy before, but it works. That will definitely work. Okay, now that I have the timing down, I'm free to extend it. Okay, now that I have it extended, I'm free to go ahead and change tempo. Very small modification, but that should be enough. You should make a bunch of playlists that have your own mashups, like a playlist of mashups, another playlist of epsilons. I have a playlist of my own ideas. If you guys want to make playlists of your own ideas, you are certainly welcome to do it. The only playlist I maintain is a Haunter Shadow playlist whenever I upload Haunter Shadow stuff, which is mostly done anyways. I also maintain a playlist of my own ideas, and I maintain a creepy or horror mashup playlist as well. So anytime I get a creepy, scary, horror, dread sense or filled mashup, I always put those in that playlist. Hello, welcome back again, Fernando. If you all want to have a playlist of your own mashups from the ones that I've made and others have made, like, feel free to do that. Like, I know many of you all requests multiple different people, so it would make sense that you maintain your own playlist. That's what would make the most sense to me. So that way, any request you get from anybody, whether it be me or somebody else, you put it into your playlist. So that way, it's just a playlist of your mixes, made by myself and others as well. It doesn't make any sense for me to maintain playlists of your requests. To me, the most sensible and logical thing is to just let you do it on your own basis. That way you can include other people's mashups that you requested. So that would be my advice. Can anyone say this name? Uvuwevwevwi Onyetenyevwi Ubemwem Asas? Is that an African name? Have you seen what I did for Flow Killer? What did you do? That sounds like that's probably African, assuming it's even real. Is it even a real name? I keep forgetting to add my requests to playlist. I'm gonna have to dig in. Well, just if you want to find it, just search on my channel your username. You'll find them. Of course, if you've changed your username at any point in time, then you'll have to search those other past instances of your username as well. Many people have done that, and I have kept track of past iterations of your username as well. So if you don't remember what your past iterations were, check my to-do list, check the bottom of it, very, very bottom. You'll find past iterations of your usernames on there. I keep track of it all, so that way you can find all your mashups, and then you can put them all together in a playlist for myself and others, of course. Anyways. Perfect. That loop point is perfect. The strategy I used is perfect. Never done that before, but I thought it would work, and it did. That's the second time this stream that I've come up with a strategy on the fly to deal with an issue. I don't usually do that very often. On the fly strategies. Or what's on the fly? Is that even a thing? Or spur of the moment, I guess, maybe is a better way of putting it. Just spur of the moment idea to fix something. Probably a second strategy is going to happen once. Was that even last stream though? I don't know. I kind of coordinated the last stream, so that's why I left early, so... Wait, what? Did you did a live stream, Hemlock? Anyways, almost done saying what I want in my video game wish list. Nice. Update the one comment I made for discussion page so you would know future mashup request you. Okay. Oh, you streamed drawing? Oh, okay. May or may not do YouTube in the future. Well, it's your channel. You can do with it whatever you want, you know? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it is your choice. This is an interesting request. I never knew that Sonic had metal music in it. So it's a surprise. I could tell I really like it. Curious if something could make this. HWC, what's that? High water content? Okay, I'll just call it like sound wave bass. Why not? Holman Works Company. Oh, Kirby. I see. Sonic, Transformers, that's right. Soundwave bass. That's okay, Siwichi. No requirement on you to do anything like that. You do whatever you want. Imagine if the company was called High Water Content. Oh. No, I mean like I'm talking like it's like a dietary term, high water content. If a food has a lot of water in it, then it's like you know, water that you get from your food, opposed to drinking. So like a high water content food would be like you know, fruits and veggies, high water content. Whatever you want to call it, you never know. You never know. Do you see what I'm saying? High water content, like foods that have high water content. Fruits, definitely, often a lot of veggies do too. Anyways. Next up. Wow, we're going right along. Not a lot of issues today, which is nice. Well, thanks for stopping by, Hemlock. I appreciate it. Peach's Castle, Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix, here we go. Got it. So this is like the classic Mario theme, but they added in like some beat and they added in like a voice. I mean, that's the 64 Peach's Castle theme, right? I've never really played that game, but I've heard good things though. This should work out just fine. It is a dual mix after all. 2.24. 2.4. No, 2.39. What will you consider this as? Mario? Probably just a straight up Mario mix, honestly. Is this both themes are Mario themes? I'd honestly just consider it a Mario mix. What? Oh, someone subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Raphael? Virgo, I think I said? I forgot that was still a thing. No, almost nobody ever subscribes during the actual live stream. That's a good question. What will the title thing be? What's like the regular Mario theme called anyways? No, it said Vega, not Virga. Okay. What is the classic Mario themes called? I'm Googling that. What is that theme called? If I knew what that theme was called, I just would call it that. Duo. Level what? I don't know. Level 1? Anyone know what the track's called? Mario theme. It's just called Overworld. Both of those sound like they could be valid. Well, it's a dual mix though. Just Overworld. Mario Overworld. Nope, that's Mario Builder. That's not the right one. That's definitely not the right one either. Nope, that's not it either. Nope. Ground theme, is that what it's called? Ground BGM. I think it's called Ground. Theme of gaming in general, right? Yeah, Ground theme's what I assume would be what I'm coming up with when I'm searching my library. Just a classic Ground. They had one in Mario Sonic Olympic. Huh. Yeah, that's just called Ground. That's not very creative, but okay. Yeah, Ground Duo. That's honestly what it is. Yeah, the remix from Brawl. Forgot I never added an ultimate. Oops. It happens, I guess. Ground is probably what we're looking at here. Whoa, they really changed it in Dance Dance Revolution. They really changed the theme. They really changed it. Like, why? I know I'm working on balancing it, believe me, I'm aware. Okay, as for them changing it, I think it's supposed to sound like that, like you guys are saying, so it syncs up. No, I'll keep it, don't worry, I'll keep it. They changed it up so much because they're trying to make it have a beat for, like, you know, the on-screen notes. So that's probably why they changed it. So as long as you're okay with the fact that they changed it, I'm definitely keeping it, Nintendo. They just definitely changed it, that's all. That's all I'm saying about that. I'd say I think it's supposed to be that way. Loop points at least easy to work with. Here it is. Yeah, I think I could have done it with the regular version too, honestly, but yeah. As long as Nintendo's okay with the fact that they changed it, then we're fine. I keep it. Because they did change it. That's very obvious. So yeah, it would sound like the other songs from a dancing game, right? Yeah, as long as Nintendo's okay with the fact that they changed it, then we're fine. You don't like the part where he says, "Come on"? Interesting. Where is that part? So what if I remove that? Using original songs would have not worked at all. I see, yeah. Just they had to do it for the sake of the Dance Dance song, I guess. Okay, what's going on here? I thought it made it worse in all honesty. Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution's version is pretty wild, I'll give it that. I don't like it. I don't really like it either. It's wild. It's a wild remix. That's for sure. It's not just the voices or the beats that ruins it. Something else just about takes away from them. I know, right? It's just crazy. It's a crazy remix. I'm not scrapping it. I think it's keepable. I think it's totally keepable. I'm 100% okay with keeping it, as long as it's understood that Dance Dance Revolution took some pretty wild liberties with how they changed the song, and it may not necessarily be for the better, but that's alright. I'm fine with it. They made a wild remix, but at the end of the day, I'm still fine with it. It's a crazy remix. It really is. Good. I'm if it's not broken, don't fix it kind of person. It works with it, it's just not the same because they changed it so much. See, what I'd have to do in order for it to make it work is I'd have to literally remake, or rather reverse engineer, all of the changes they made to the song for the original. No, tempo disparity is where you change the tempo so much, so high, that it just doesn't sound good anymore, and usually that's about 30% change or more. Now, it's not always bad, but it often is. At the point that the song has just been so drastically faster, or so drastically slower, it doesn't even sound like a song anymore, and it's just not even good. That's when I would call a high disparity of tempo. It's very, very high, usually 30% or higher. So, like, honestly, in order to make this, like, work, I'd have to, like, reverse engineer the entire thing, which may be worth it, potentially. If I, assuming I can actually follow it. So they added an extra version of this with strange voices in it. So you literally shade out all of that. Yeah, too much makes it bad. There, they changed it again. They added this part in, it doesn't make any sense. This is what I didn't want to do because it's like a lot of work, but if I honestly reverse engineer it could make a much more desirable outcome. Let's try it. Although it's no longer going to be Dance Dance Revolution because I'm removing all the changes I made, but still. Right. Okay, so I'm definitely removing that. I see what they did there. They're literally overlaying one part of the song with another part of the song. shipping Nintendo and Microsoft. What? Use a controller? Please run Steam, make sure. Okay, I get that. I'm on my brother's computer. I'm watching your stream on Gmod. Failed to load video. Oh, I remember they have add-ons that let you do that. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. I remember that add-on. It lets you play YouTube videos and live streams from inside Gmod. That's cool. That's very cool. I've done that before. It's pretty cool mod for sure for the game. But it is too Sony, right? If Sony allows it, then cool. Movesets would be for Master Chief would be pretty easy to envision. Honestly, I fear the different. I fear that the changes would be so drastic it's no longer going to be anything left after I cut all the parts that defer, but we can try this. Oh, welcome back home, Infinite. Good to hear you had a safe drive. Thanos versus Tikimon. Will win. I mean, come on. Even one of Tikimon's underlings could take on Thanos and win. It's no contest. Honestly, this is going to be so mutilated. Just to try to make a matchup, it's just going to be crazy. This is crazy. I'm literally reverse engineering all the changes that Dance's Revolution made and undoing them and making them into a whole compatible thing, and it's just crazy that I'm doing this, but I'm doing it, so why not? Kikimon versus Ugly. Okay. This is crazy. Perfect. Okay. This took a lot of work, but I've got them pretty much the same. Holy moly. Wow. I literally undid all the changing that they did in this sense and neutralized them into this soup where they're the same. Oh wait. Wow. That's something. Well, I hope you appreciate the work I put into this, because I've made a version that has all of the deviancies taken out of it. So, yeah. Well, that's that. It took a ton of surgery and a ton of work. Yeah, but it's there. It's done. I did it. $1,120. Okay. Ground theme duo. Using the Dance Dance Revolution and Super Smash 64. Mario mix. Ground theme duo. Perfect. $11 tomorrow. I will be going to bed at at that time. I got work in the morning. Monday through Friday. Anyways, so for some reason, I don't know why I did this, but I did this next request way ahead of time. I just didn't release it because I wanted to make sure it was lined up properly in terms of where it's supposed to be in a to-do list. So it's actually there now. This is where it's supposed to be. It turned out really good. I made it a long time ago though. This is what it is, and it's already made. It's a dual mix. Oh, 11 a.m. I'll be at work then at 11 a.m. Anyways, that's the mix that I made well ahead of time, but it only now is actually appearing on a list. So let me go ahead and 1121. Let me assign it a track number, and then I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm the same with Bufo, but my copyright policy is much more softer. Well, I just don't want to lose my channel that I have put thousands and thousands of hours of work into. That's all. I'm a little bit more cautious because of that, you know. It's kind of a large. I mean, even more so. Like Mr. Buff 7, who's put even more thousands and thousands of hours of work into it. Like, you just don't want to risk it. Period. You just don't. Now, the next one that's coming up here is another dual mix. So maybe I'll just throw that together real fast. Perhaps. Because why not? If it's going well, I'll throw it together real fast. If it's not going well, I might just ignore it. Or not ignore it, but wait till another time. But it should be fine, I hope. Creatology doesn't even have a request in right now. I'm still waiting on it. Oh, wait. Do I have one in from him? Oh, wait, maybe I do. Oh, well, you know, I actually have a request from him. I didn't know that. Sometimes he doesn't put them in, like, right away. But, no, I don't even honestly want to do this one, but I'm doing it maybe just because it'll be really fast. If it's really fast, then fine. If I could tell it won't be really fast, I'm just gonna wait till next week. Wait till next. Well, yeah, next week. Yeah. I'll have to put Creatology's request in there. I didn't realize he sent something in, but I've been holding his place, so it's fine. It's not like he lost anything. Yeah, I honestly shouldn't be doing this one because I already have like 8, but I'm hoping it'll be like really fast and just be really easy, and then I can just do it real fast. Oh, yeah, I got one from him. I just saw it now, but it's been there for a while. He's had it in for a while, but I'm only just now getting to posting it because I didn't realize he posted it. So there it is. He posted it, and now it's in there, and yeah. So. That second one he's turned up a lot. And they are not synced, or they're not the same tempo exactly, but they're very close. They're very, very close. Very, very close. Like 1/3 of a percent. Okay, so I need to extend the one though. It's not quite as long as it needs to be. Is that the loop point there? I hope so. That's different. That's a different part of the song. Interesting.
Broadcasting?
Oh, yes?
You are?
Yeah, why?
Oh, there's just some pasta up here if you want.
Okay, well, I'm actually almost done, so a couple minutes I'll be done. I'll come get some. Thanks. Okay, okay, so is it even worth doing what I did here, or no? Okay, that's a true loop point then, I think. Good, 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 good. Okay. Perfect. True loop point determined. Good night. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Or I appreciate your viewership. Okie doke. Yeah, that one was easy to make, as I suspected it would be. Okay, that one was relatively quick and easy to make. Whoa, what? So I just made it real fast. And then we'll open up next week with creatologies. Oh gosh, don't put that picture in my head. Well, to be true, all heterotrophic organisms pass gas, and that would include hedgehogs. Assuming that the word heterotrophic doesn't go over your head, it's kind of a biology buffs term, but someone who took like high school biology might remember the term heterotrophic. All heterotrophs pass gas, it's just a part of being a heterotroph. I guess autotrophs pass gas too, but it's actually oxygen rather than methane. And I guess mushrooms are heterotroph too, but they don't do that per se. Sonic Colors, I still haven't beaten that game, but I own it. And what I played was fun. I enjoyed the bit that I played. I got like stuck in like the roller coaster world, and it just got kind of like frustrating, and so I stopped playing it. That's kind of what happened. Oh well. Whew, chilly. So I guess we'll just call this Objection Duo. Project X Zone, right, Ace Attorney, Professor Layton X. That's a mouthful, but that's what it is. $1,122. 1122. Okie doke. Sonic Unleashed, yeah, Wii version is very terrible. I'm gonna have to get my hands on a non-Wii version, and then I'll give it a try. Probably the PS3 version is the one I'd have to get to honestly enjoy it, because the Wii version is just crap. Think of what, let me check eBay right now. Sonic Unleashed PS3. That's not a bad price. You're looking at about $18, one way or another. Yeah, I might have to try. Might have to try the PS3 version. I'm a lot better at video games in general. The film music, I know, Saints, the film music, I love the film music. It was funny. And when I was playing on the Wii version, I heard the film music a lot because, it was very, very difficult to play on the Wii. Oh my gosh. To the song. No, I will deny that request. I will deny it. This is terrible. Yeah, this is great. Anyways, yeah, that's hilarious. That theme is hilarious. Very funny. At his best? Oh, okay. Well, that's like 9 mixes I made, so I think that'll be good for today. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go then. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go ahead and go then. I'm just looking at my antivirus saying service is not responding, and I'm just thinking, that doesn't sound very good. But, yeah. Fun to try something new, interesting. Oh, I didn't? I'm sorry, I can do that. Thanks for catching that. I would have not been happy if I had missed that. Good night. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good week. Good rest of your day.